Good evening, Eagle, Nick, AUDITS. You know what I mean, VERN? We're live here at the DENNARD Lake in Dalton, Georgia. Hello, duckies. Quack, quack. Good evening. Well, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I've tried to cut a short off that live stream from the courthouse from yesterday morning about 4 different times, trying different music on the live off a short, and for some reason it just does not want to work. It keeps going all the way through the process and saying the upload failed. YouTube, what is going on? I've not received any kind of notifications. I have not made any changes to my YouTube channel, so what is going on? Now, I cut a 3-minute long short off of it without putting music on it, just leaving the audio the way it was, and it uploaded no problem. But every time I try to cut another short off there, it don't want to work for some reason, and I don't understand that. You know, that is the first time today when this started happening. 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago now, I cut shorts off of it and put music to it, and it worked fine. I saved the live stream video back to the phone, and that is what I was cutting the shorts off of, but for some reason it stopped working. Good evening, Jimmy. How you doing, Jimmy? Great to see you again. Good evening, Vincent Gincourt from France. How you doing this evening? Please be sure to subscribe, Vincent. Hello to you in France. Hello from Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world, in the United States of America. I tell you, it is still mighty hot out here in Dalton today, but it feels awesome over here by the lake. These big old trees right here gives off plenty of shade. Oh, it's nighttime in France. Which part of France are you from, Vincent? Good evening, Heath Hawkins. I don't know, brother. I don't know what caused that tree to be like that. Let's check it out. It looks like it's rotting out on this side. Yep, that's what it is. The tree's rotting, yes. Good evening, Brett. Rhea, how you doing, Brett? Hello to you and Miss Willow and Miss Emery. Yeah, I'd say beavers had been chewing on it at one time, made it end up rotting out. It's the only thing I can figure. You can see it's got a lot of mushrooms growing on it. Now there's somebody fishing way down yonder. There's somebody fishing way down yonder. There's nobody fishing on this end of the lake. Look, I see a plastic worm hanging out here somebody's broke off. Check out the color of that plastic worm hanging there. Good evening, Billy Burns. Check out that plastic worm hanging in the tree. But I was saying there's nobody down here on this end of the lake fishing. Somebody's left a bow sitting here on the picnic table. And then somebody's left a bag sitting over here that has a bowl in it. I walked over here and checked it out. Look, it's got a fishing reel, a float, a pack of hooks, and a pack of power bait. But I plan on leaving it right here until I see if anybody's going to come back and get it. Oh, EagleNick does not take stuff that does not belong to him. Check this out. Well, this is just laying on the ground. Hello, Ducky Ducky. Well, sorry about that, y'all. Lost a live stream for just a minute there. But boy, that sure is a pretty duck here. It's got all that gray on it. Now they're going to come over this way. Hello, baby duck. You sure are pretty. Hey, ain't that some beautiful colors on that duck? I've never seen a duck that color. Now I forgot all about connecting to that public Wi-Fi over here. I got in too big of a hurry getting the live stream going that I forgot to connect to the public Wi-Fi. So we are running on the mobile internet right now. I lost the live stream there for just a second when I got up moving around. That one duck there is beautiful though. I ain't never seen a gray and white duck. It almost looked blue in some spots, such a dark color of gray. There is one car parked up here in this parking lot, but unless that guy walked all the way down yonder, I don't know if that is the same guy. But I'm not going to pick the bag up unless I know there's somebody not going to come back and get it. I don't really need it anyway. I would probably just give that reel away. It is a little ultra cast reel for fishing for smaller fish with a short rod. Good evening, Miss Amy Elizabeth. How you doing? And a very good evening to you, A Sense of Wonder. You know what I mean, Vern? How you been doing? Ain't seen you in a long time. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing all right. EagleNick, AUDITS, thanks, you're out of sight. You know what I mean, Vern? Welcome everybody on to the live stream. Now, old EagleNick has been having trouble trying to cut it short off a video. I've tried about 4 or 5 different songs, and for some reason, it'll go all the way through the process, and then it'll say, upload failed. Good evening, Todd. Brother, we're not doing no fishing. I just got through leaving from up there at Greater Works. Nope, it's not got anything to do with copyright because it is music that YouTube allows you to put on a short. Just for some reason, it just will not let them upload all the way. It shows that they get completely uploaded, go all the way through the processing, get 100% processed, but then after a little bit it'll say upload failed. Check your channel. Now, I've not made any changes to my channel. I cut a 3-minute long short off of the same video without placing any music on it, and it uploaded just fine, so I don't understand. but we are chipping away ever so slowly, trying to reach that 10,000 subscriber mark. Before I started this live stream, we needed 158 subscribers to reach 10,000. Hey, I don't doubt that one bit, Brett Rhea. I wish they would come over here and stalk me where I can get them on the live stream. You know what I mean, Vern? Maybe that little short pipsqueak from up there at the courthouse that was telling me to put on my shirt. Maybe he wants to come over by here. We're over here at DENNARD Lake, right here off Conway Street. Right over here by Lakeshore Park. You know what I mean, Vern? And if you happen to come over here, little pipsqueak, go by your girlfriend's house and get my shirt out from under her bed. Good evening, NC Tyrant Hunter. How you doing this evening? Good evening, Terry C. Great to see you again. You know what I mean, Vern. No pun intended. Good evening, John H. And a very good evening to you, when Larry Sings. How are you doing this evening, Mr. John H.? And how are you doing? Good evening, Sean Little. Great to see you again, Sean. Where you been, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute as well. I was just wondering if anybody else is having any trouble putting music on the short videos. I've tried to cut a short off a video about 5 times today. And it goes all the way through the process, but when it gets done, it says, upload failed. Check your channel. And I've not made no changes to my channel. Hey, you are very welcome, NC Tyrant Hunter. United we stand, but divided we fall. Yes, sir, Sean Little, you say your mountain was on fire. I'll tell you, it's hot enough out here right now. It feels like we're on fire as well. Now, we are under a heat advisory in Dalton, Georgia, until 8 p.m. And I tell you what, it's hotter than a $2 hooker. You know what I mean, Vern? Good evening, Beaver AUDITS. How you doing this evening? Well, I've not updated my software in a while, but it's funny, this morning I was able to cut a short off the same video. You know, I saved it back to the phone. I did a couple of shorts without adding music to it. One of them 3 minutes long, one of them just a minute long. And then I cut one off of it and put music to it, and it worked fine. But when I started trying a couple hours ago, it's just not been working anymore. Good evening, Two Wheel Pursuits. How you doing? Good evening, Hot Wheels King. How you doing? How you doing? Great to see everybody this evening. Hey, I'll tell you what, it's harder than a $2 hooker out here. I hear that when Larry sings, a realty lawyer. I don't think that there is a good lawyer. You know, they say the best lawyer is at the bottom of the ocean. But I tell you, Joshua J. Smith was a real good lawyer. Now, all that stalling they did, it took forever for them to give him that court transcript. You know, it done been over 10 months since I was convicted. It took 7 or 8 months after I was convicted before they gave that lawyer the court transcript. Quack, quack. Tell everybody hello, baby. Oh, Michael Kuckle want to see the ducks. Quack, quack, quack. When Larry sings. Well, it didn't work that time. Well, I hear that, Hot Wheels King. Be careful if you got to do it out there in that heat, brother. Don't get too hot. It is real easy to get out here and have a heat stroke, or what they call a mini stroke, because of that hot weather. Hey, I tell you what, when I came out my front door at the Eagle's Nest, there was 2 or 3 crows sitting up there in that big old pine tree right there by my mother's building. I could hear them outside just calling as loud as can be. I went outside and started talking to them. Oh, yes, sir, Brett Rhea. You have to be real careful. This heat can be dangerous. Yes, sir, Beaver audits. Beaver lives matter. You know what I mean, Vern? I'll tell you what. You may not be much of a fighter, but you're to see her box. You know what I mean, Vern? Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. My wife was such a beautiful girl, man. I love my wife. I miss her so much. It's been coming up on 7 years since my wife passed away. But to old EagleNick, my wife's love was like candy. She had it now and later. You know what I mean, Vern? Huh? A cut? Yeah. Really?
Bit her finger off, yeah, and broke both, her left hand off, her thumb off.
Who?
Mr. Brett, Heather,
A girl?
that big blue pitch she got,
Yeah.
he turned on her right here, tore all the pieces right here. I mean, I could barely get him off. I could barely get him off, and
When did that happen?
2 years ago, I picked her finger up from this.
Over here.
Yeah, there's a little video.
Damn, there ain't no blood nowhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they are.
Oh, was that,
Yeah. They
was
come
y'all
guide
over
you.
here fishing? Somebody left a little bagger. It's got a little reel in it.
Really?
Got a reel, some fish, some fire bait, and a floater and some hooks. I was gonna get it, but I was trying to make sure that nobody else coming back.
Now they was, we was right here, we had a boat right here, we needed some water, you know, water, and he had his foot, he was limping on his foot.
Yeah.
She looked at him, she had her baby, she put a little ointment on it. Oh, and when she did, they sent me down and she said, what's on my knee? And his lungs were going by the breath.
Oh,
Jerked her down, and when he jerked her down, he goes for her stomach. She got her hand in his mouth and he put her finger off right here. And spit it off in the ground, and her finger come off on the ground. I said, oh my God, he's got that big finger off. I said, get off of her. The more I get on, the more he would pick her up and shake her. You hear me?
dang, man.
He started shaking her, and then he got her other hand, broke both these bones,
Damn.
and ripped her thumb right off right here. And I mean, I just took the hospital.
Damn, I hate to hear that.
I know, man. It was something, and then they just come down and got him. See, I mean, he tied him over that sign.
Animal control picked him up. Damn.
They come over and got him because I told him to go get him alive. I said,
Yeah.
could be rabies, and then they're gonna cut his head off, test it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what they will do. They'll cut that head right off, you know. And
Yeah.
which there was something. She's had the dog for 3 years, brother.
Yeah. Damn.
And
Could have been because its foot was hurt, but I don't know.
well, man, my dog's foot's hurt. And my dog's
Yeah.
My dog had holes in her head, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I picked them
Damn.
up off the ground, and they my babies. They gentle giants. If they'd have been loose, they'd come here and kill that son of a bitch. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But and you know, it was bad enough. She said, "Let's back up, Gene. Let me talk to her." She said, "Look, let me go, buddy." She said, "Let me go, meatball." And we let her go. She pushed him back, and here he come more, and we got the leash on him.
Damn.
And he wasn't paying us no attention. It was her.
Yeah.
He wanted her blood then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my friend come up over here and said that one of these ladies got attacked by her dog. It bit one of her fingers off.
Ripped the left thumb bite off. Bit her on the breast, bit her in the stomach.
Bit her on the breast, bit her in the stomach.
In about 30 seconds, they done pretty much shoot up like a hamburger.
Oh yeah, it did. It bit one of her doggone fingers completely off her doggone hand. Good evening, Mr. Got Your Wife. Good evening, Tubal Kane. How is everyone doing? It's a pit bull. He said it happened right over here somewhere. I don't see no blood over here somewhere. Nowhere, I mean. I don't see no blood over here anywhere. Damn, makes me wonder if they might have been high or something. I don't see no blood. Now, if a dog bit your finger off, they ought to be blood over here. He said it happened right here. Hopefully they ain't just that high that they imagining things. I don't know, but they would be blood on the ground. I guess this, oh yeah, that car belongs to that woman that the dog bit her. That car right here belongs to that woman. He had to take her to the emergency room. He said animal control came and picked up her dog. They had it tied here and had it on the leash, but animal control come picked it up. He said something about they was afraid that it might have rabies. I sure hope not, because the only way they can check a dog for rabies, as far as I know, is they decapitate it. And then they have to check its brain to see if it has rabies. Yeah, I don't know why it would have did that, Brett Rhea. YouTube is bad about that. Somebody tries to send a super chat and then YouTube cancels it for some reason. YouTube has got to where they acting weird here lately. Yeah, I do too. I really feel sorry for the lady. There was something wrong, the reason the dog turned on the lady. He said she's had the dog for over 3 years. Good evening. Speak the truth. Okay, her pit bull turned on her, attacked her. It bit her on her left breast. Then it bit her on her stomach, but he said she put her hand up there to get the dog off of her, and the dog bit one of her fingers clear off. The dog bit her bird finger off. I don't know if it was on her left hand or her right hand, but it bit her finger clear off. Good evening, Red Bricks. How you doing, Red Bricks? This is DENNARD Lake. Now, we always called it the old pond when I was a kid, but it is actually named DENNARD Lake. D-E-N-N-A-R-D, DENNARD Lake. It is right over here next to Lakeshore Park. It also used to be called Lake Shore. Yeah, I don't know what happened that day, Tubal Kane. You sent that $50 super, And Rain D also sent a super. That was the first time using this new phone. Now, they've been going through here lately. John H. sent me supers yesterday and today. Thank you again, John H. But I tell you, that is horrible. That woman is homeless, but she has a vehicle, and she's been living out of her vehicle right there. That little, I don't know if you would call that a gold color car. It sort of looks gold. But she had been living out of her car. She's always got her dog with her. Okay, Miss Amy Elizabeth, try not to work too hard. Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream while you're at work. Yeah, Jean said that it was sort of limping, so she picked up its paw and put some kind of ointment on its paw, and that's when it jumped her. When she put that ointment on its paw, it grabbed her by her left breast, and then it grabbed her by her stomach. She reached for the dog to try to get it off of her, then it grabbed her hand and it bit one of her fingers clear off. It makes me wonder if maybe they might have been high or something, because like I said, if somebody got a finger bit clear off, it looks like they would be blood on the ground over here, and I've not seen no blood over here nowhere. Now, even if you pour water on the ground where the blood is, they still gonna be traces of that blood. Look, I want y'all to check out all these shad out here. Check out all these little bait fish swimming around. Check it out. Now there's people comes over here and throws out them seine nets catching them little shad minnows there. They take them and fish with them in the rivers or at Carter Lake. But this lake has a bunch of them little shad minnows in it. Some of them are pretty good sized shad. But those are not bluegill or brim or anything like that. That's a big old school of shad. Now there was something come up right here eating something, and that wasn't no shad. But what people does, they'll come out here and they'll look for them to be hitting the top of the water like that, and they throw that net out there over them and they catch them. But when I look around over here, I don't see any signs that would show that somebody had been attacked by a dog. Well, that looks like somebody's smoking pipe. Looks like where somebody might have been smoking something. But there is not any blood over here anywhere. We lost the live stream there for just a minute when I went over there. I keep forgetting when I move around that it ends up losing the live stream for just a minute. Now, all them shad minnows in here, all the little small baby bait fish, bluegill, bass, brim, crappie. Well, there went the live stream for again for a minute, and I'm sitting still over here this time. What's up? I wish I had it connected to the public Wi-Fi over here. It'd probably be a lot better on the live stream. I hope the audio and the video is still okay. Don't know why it's blurry. Check out the color on that other duck. It's gray and white. Boy, it is beautiful. I've never seen a duck that color. Good evening, Wentworth Pond. How you doing this evening? Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream. Boy, look how them clouds is spread out now. There's the thick clouds all the way across. I don't know why that thing gets blurry when I zoom in. It don't make no sense. Now the phone's acting weird. Hey, I think this is Scary Sherry fixing to go by. Hey, Jean was saying that girl that drives that car got her dog attacked her and bit one of her fingers off over here. Yeah, I tried to talk to her. She wouldn't even talk to me. But hell, that's okay. You know what I mean, Vern? You know, I don't understand why she treats me the way she does. After all I used to do for that old girl, I used to buy her cigarettes, cigars, give her money to buy her cigars, buy her something to drink. I used to buy her that headache medicine all the time, but after she got treating me the way she did, talking to me the way she did, I won't do nothing for her anymore. Yep, that's what I was saying. She lives up there in them woods. This is not very far from the eagle's nest. I mean, this is not very far at all from where I live. Well, she can keep on walking. You know what I mean, Vern? She might find some up there in the woods. But I just can't figure that out. I don't see why Gene would have said that happened unless it actually happened. But for the life of me, I can't figure out why there's not any blood over there on the ground. You know, if somebody got a finger bit all the way off, they would have had to be blood on the ground. Unless the dog sat there and licked up the blood, but I don't think the dog did that, but I don't know. I hope them people over there don't let that little kid fall in that swampy area over there. It'd have drowned. Oh, Lord, we got a yellow jacket just landed on the phone. Oh, crap. Ooh. Oh, it landed on my hand. Look. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but you can't see no sign whatsoever that there had ever been any blood on the ground. Well, I don't know if beavers was eating the other side of it or what, but it's rotting around the other side. Now, there's a bunch of homeless people that stays up there in them woods. A couple of them has cars. They park over here at DENNARD Lake. And I don't really know that lady that drives that car that had that dog, but I used to see her all the time up there at Providence or Greater Works, Dalton's Greater Works. And I would see her over here around her car. She always parked her car down here to the end. She always parked her car down here on this end of that little parking lot there, but Jean parked it way up there by that power pole. But everybody keep that lady in your prayers and that dog as well. I hope they didn't put the poor old dog down. Now, you know, it looks like if the dog had rabies, it would be foaming at the mouth. But Jean said, I reckon that bowl on the table there was what they tried to give the dog some water with. Yeah, they probably did. I hate to hear that, though. Oh, EagleNick loves dogs and cats. Boy, I just love to hear those sounds of the nature out here. Good evening, James Andrews. Oh, Scary Sherry just walked up the trail there, the one to the right. But Jean said that lady, you may know who I'm talking about, James Andrews, the lady that drives that car right here that had that pit bull. The pit bull attacked her. They were trying to give it a bowl of water. That bowl sitting there on the table, I'd say, that clear bowl. But she noticed the dog was limping, so she lifted up its leg and put some type of ointment on the dog's paw. And when she did, the dog grabbed her by her left breast, and then it grabbed her by her stomach. She reached her hand up to try to get the dog off of her, and then the dog grabbed her hand. It bit her bird finger off. I think about halfway. Jean said it bit her finger clear off. Yep, Scary Sherry is up there in them there woods. I was coming by here one day and she said, you better not mess with my stuff. I tried to talk to her when she went by, but she just throwed her hands up. She wouldn't even talk. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the poor old dog. It could have just been a piece of glass. It could have had a piece of glass in its paw, because there's a lot of dumb people that bust his bottles. They'll bust beer bottles out here on the edge of the parking lot or out there by the road. Now, poor old little dog gets a damn sliver of glass up in their paw, you know it's going to hurt. Every time it steps down on its paw, it's going to push that doggone glass in deeper and cause it pain. Hester is her name. Yeah, I don't believe I know her, though. But I was trying to wait and see if anybody's going to come back and get that bag sitting over there. It was on the ground. Gene set it up there on the table. It has a little fishing reel, a little spinning reel, a little ultralight. It has a pack of fish hooks, some power bait, plastic worms, little plastic worms about 3 or 4 inches long, and one floater. Yeah, Gene said he took her to the emergency room. Animal control came by here and picked up the dog. But Gene just got back over here. I don't know how long ago it was now, but you could hear him talking on the live stream. I didn't ever actually get him on the live stream. How's it going, brother?
Good, you?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, did y'all have any luck? Nope. Good evening, Christina. How you doing this evening, Christina? Hey, brother, can you spare one of those cigarettes? I wouldn't ask you, but I done smoked all mine. Oh, man, that little girl that drives that little car up here, man, her damn dog is up there for some reason. They said he bit her down. Her bird finger about halfway off. I hate her, but I don't see no blood. But it just happened here probably about an hour ago or so, but hell, I don't know. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, it is a pretty lake, Christina, but I tell you what, you're not going to catch too many things out of there because there's so many bait fish. Well, that's weird. That is called Random 5. This. There we go. Got blurry again for some reason. There, that's a little bit better. For some reason, it got blurry. Oh, yes, ma'am. There's lots of mosquitoes over here. They got plenty of water to lay them eggs in. There is also a swampy area over there around by the track over at the Lakeshore Park. I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. Well, congratulations, Christina. That is the hardest way just to quit cold turkey. But I tell you what, chewing gum or other things like that can really help. EagleNick used to use them icebreakers mints to cool ice. I know that's right, Miss Christina. It's hard to get over that there nicotine sometimes. Now, especially like old EagleNick smokes, I smoke the menthol. I smoke them Cheyenne little cigars, the menthol, and I'm here to tell you now, it says, warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. But I'm here to tell you, right there, that menthol is even more addictive than the nicotine. Nope, if you send super chat, super thanks, or super stickers on YouTube, they take out 35%. That is why I posted that, I pinned that comment to the bottom of the chat so that if anybody wants to support the channel, they can send it directly to my Cash App. That way I get 100% of it. They can't touch your Cash App donations, but super chat, super thanks, or super stickers, YouTube gets 35% off the top. Now there's some people like Mr. John H. who lives in the United Kingdom, you know, they do not have Cash App in the United Kingdom. So he supports my channel directly using the super chat. Boy, that is beautiful. I've never seen a duck that was gray like that. The color of that one duck is just amazing. But it's a pretty good size mud hole. I call it a mud hole myself because you got a better chance of catching mud as you do fish. Good evening, explorers are us. How you doing this evening, explorers? And I don't know what happened to your mod status, explorers, but we made sure we put it back. Hey, I'm doing pretty good, I guess. Look, here's a piece of a plastic worm somebody's been using over here. I'm gonna pick that up and I'm gonna throw that away. One of them poor little ducks is liable to try to eat it. And that old rubber worm like that, it will not dissolve. Boy, I tell you, it is cool over here in the shade, but it is still very hot, very humid. But I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. I guess old EagleNick's going to get ready to head on back toward the eagle's nest. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Now see, that bag belonged to them fellas right there. Now that is why old EagleNick did not mess with it, because it did not belong to me. I figured that there was somebody around here somewhere that would come up and get it, and I wanted to make sure the rightful owner got it. Hey, you have a very, very blessed evening, John H. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. EagleNick. AUDITS. I am EagleNick. And I'm out.